Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are chatting all about how to transition your wardrobe from winter to spring. So I'll be sharing all of my tips and tricks, things that you can easily incorporate into the current wardrobe you have. And then I'll also be sharing some outfit ideas, styling these tips and tricks, and just some general winter to spring transitional looks. Transitioning between seasons can definitely be a little bit tricky when it comes to what to wear, what's appropriate, how to feel like you're moving into the next season while still being comfortable and weather appropriate. So we're gonna be sharing exactly how to do that in today's video. Before we get started, if you are new here, I just wanted to say hello and welcome. My name's Amanda, and here on my channel, I love to provide outfit ideas for current trends, current seasons that we're in. My style is very classic, I would say overall pretty effortless. I prioritize comfort over anything else, and I also have a very girly feminine style as well. I also love to mix high and low here at my channel, so I love to find really great affordable finds from places like Walmart, Target, Amazon, and showing you how to elevate them with some higher end or more smart key investments for your wardrobe as well. Love shopping at Nordstrom. I love a little designer find here and there as well. So if you are into that type of style, or if you're wanting to add it into your wardrobe, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. Before we get into the outfit ideas, let's talk about the right undergarments under these outfits and what I'm wearing under most of my videos. Like I said earlier, I love to prioritize comfort in my everyday lifestyle. So for me, I love a good bralette. Bralettes can be a little bit tricky. I feel like they sound like they're gonna be comfortable, but sometimes they actually can be like too compressive or dig in on the sides. And sometimes they can just be too stretchy, too elastic, and don't provide any support. So if you are on the hunt for a comfortable but still supportive bralette, I wanted to introduce you to the brand Comfelie. I'm really excited to be working with them in today's video to share some of their everyday comfortable styles. Over the years, I have honestly learned to despise the traditional wired bra. I find them so uncomfortable. And if you think about it, as women, our hormones change constantly. We can constantly fluctuate in our weight, just depending on where we're at in our cycle, or if you're going through pregnancy, for example. I know personally I can vary like 5 pounds depending on where I'm at in my cycle. So you definitely need a bra that can grow and change with you throughout these weekly cycles that we go through. So I have really learned to despise the traditional wired bra. I find them so uncomfortable. You never know how they're gonna sit on you that day. If you go to sit down, they're gonna dig into your rib cage, for example. They always dig into my sternum. So I have just kind of gotten rid of those in my wardrobe, and now I truly just wear bralettes most days of the week. And there are a few key standout reasons why Comfelie definitely stands out from a lot of other brands when it comes to bralettes. First and foremost, they are actually supportive. If I compare the Comfelie bras to the other bralettes that I have in my wardrobe, these are by far much more supportive. They have a little bit more of a structured feel to them, and they actually provide a lot more lift than the bralettes that I have. If this is how your current bralette works, then let me tell you, it is not providing the support that you need. Sure, you can wear these to bed if you want to, but you can truly see how lax this bralette is on me. It does not provide any support. Over time, the straps have stretched out, and I feel like things get a little bit droopier when I wear these. I also find that over time, these also don't sit correctly on the back because, again, they're just sort of stretched out. You can really see it on the front strap here, for example. So in contrast, if you look at the Comfelie bralette, they have adjustable straps. So over time, as your elastic can stretch out with wear, you can adjust this for the perfect fit every single time. Another difference is the support underneath. This is a much thicker fabric while still being super comfortable and stretchy. So you can see how much smoother it sits underneath the bust as well. It doesn't roll under, it doesn't move around on me. I actually started looking into this a little bit more because I had no idea that the percentage of spandex in your bralettes matters. The industry standard is 15%, and I looked at the other bralettes that I had in my wardrobe and was kind of surprised to see that they're actually under this industry standard. They're only 13% spandex. And when it comes to that stretch and ability to kind of expand and retract back to its normal size and position, the spandex percentage is what you want when it comes to that. And Comfelie far exceeds this industry standard, and most of their bralettes have, I think this one has 32% spandex. So they're gonna give a lot more stretch to them. And if you like to live a more non-toxic lifestyle, if you're looking to lower the amount of chemicals and dyes and things on your body, Comfelie is Oeko-Tex certified. So they are free of all of those harsh fragrances and chemicals in a lot of clothing. Here I'm wearing the Zero Gravity bra, which has 43% spandex. It has a very light as air feel while still having a lot of support. This one has a ton of stretch and recovery to it for an ultra comfy feel. And then I also have the Airlight Seamless Bralette, and I wanted to highlight this one because this one has a little bit more ventilation. So if you need a little bit more ventilation if you live in a hotter climate, or if you're wanting a comfortable bralette for the summer season, for example, this is the one that I would recommend. All right, when it comes to transitioning your wardrobe from winter to spring, here are some very key and simple ways that you can do that. First up, you want to switch up your color palette. So if you are someone who really leans into a darker color palette during the winter season, if you love to wear blacks and maroon and tans, for example, now's the time to start lightening things up and lean into the season of spring, which to me is very pastel, florals, which in all honesty is definitely my preference to style year round. I love to keep things light and airy, but especially during this time of year when you're just feeling kind of blah and you're ready to brighten things up for spring, just switching out your color palette. If you live somewhere that is still very chilly and you still need to wear those heavier fabrics, what you can do is start mixing them in with some more spring and kind of summer appropriate materials. Think cotton, linen, and even silk. So for example, a combination that I love this time of year that is still very comfortable is wearing a nice light cashmere sweater that's still going to keep you warm on top, and then pairing it with a silk midi skirt, for example, and you can still keep it warm by pairing this longer silhouette with a knee-high boot. You can still get away with your boots during this time, but I would lighten them up a little bit. This is when I really like to incorporate my lighter suedes and my cream boots, for example. But if your boots are just feeling too heavy and you're kind of over them for the season, another shoe swap that you can do is opting for a loafer or a ballet flat. During the transitional period, you still probably want to keep it closed toe, but opting for something that is a mule style, for example, is a way that you can start lightening up your shoe wardrobe. You can also start lightening up your denim as well. If you really leaned into the darker wash during the winter season, you can start lightening it up with a medium to lighter wash during the spring season, and that's going to pair really nicely with your pastel lighter color palette as well. I just got in some new wide leg jeans from Spanx in lighter washes, so here are a few ways to style them. I'm also going to chat through how to balance out your proportions with wide leg jeans. These are perfect for this time of year as you're trying to transition, especially in these washes. I'm doing the Stonewash Blue, which is a lighter medium wash, and then the white. All right, let's style some wide leg jeans. Spanx released some new washes in their Everywhere jeans. I have a couple different washes to share. This is the Chalk, which is the new white shade. I'm wearing a size small. I am between sizes at Spanx. I could do a small or a medium just depending on the silhouette. And in these, I took a small, and they are very comfortable. They don't have as much compression as some other jeans. I would say they're more medium compression. They have that pull-on waistband design, a little faux button, so flattering through the waist, and it really balances out the wider leg. I'm wearing the regular length. I'm 5'5" for height reference, so I do need to wear them with a heel, but that is my preference when it comes to wider leg jeans because I think it really helps to balance out the extra width through the leg, and it just makes your legs look so much longer. And then I also like to style it with more cropped length tops. So this one's really fun. It's from Avara. I'm not sure if it's still available because it was part of their resort collection, but I will try to find some other options. If it's not, I'm wearing a small in this top, and then I paired it with this cute little bag from Amazon. I actually got this last year, but I do think it's still available. All right, here is another example on how to style these. I think this is such a great transitional look. I'm still keeping things light and airy, but the sweater obviously will provide some extra warmth. I got this one last year from Anthro, but I think I've actually seen a similar option on Amazon as well. So I'm gonna look for that and link both options, but I love this little ruffle collar detail. And I think the key with styling and balancing out the white jeans is definitely getting the proportions correct with your top. So again, this one is more cropped. It's still overlapping a bit with my hips, but because it's cropped and boxy, I think that really helps to balance it out. And then I just paired it with some white booties for more of like a transitional look. So I wanted to share this example because I think it's another good way of how to find your proportions and balance things out, even if you do an oversized top on top. So for reference, I have a very short torso. So I decided to keep the base of my outfit all monochromatic. So I have white booties, white pants, and then like a white cream top. And not doing contrast top to bottom helps to lengthen my torso and keep this look flattering overall. I also did decide to do a higher neckline here. I have actually read conflicting things that a V-neck elongates your torso, but I feel like when I do a V-neck and a really high waist pant, it just almost emphasizes how short my torso is. So I did like to do a higher neckline to balance it out, kept it fitted underneath, and then I kept this layer open so that you could still see my shape underneath. And I think those are some really helpful tips on balancing out the proportions overall, especially if you have a shorter torso. And then I also did roll the sleeves because I think that helps when you show a little bit more skin somewhere. This is the same pair of pants, just in a light wash denim. This is called the stone wash denim. Also wearing a small in these. I will say the waistband didn't have as much stretch as the white, but I did a little shimmy, like I just had to like shimmy them over my booty, and now they fit perfectly. So don't ever be afraid of a little Spanx shimmy, because sometimes that's where the magic is. But I styled them here for like an office look. I layered a white button down over top of this camel cashmere sweater, then paired it with my little Chloe Woody tote. And then I did pop the collar underneath. Also, if you hear a little background noise, my little one just got home from school. I also wanted to style the jeans for date night. And when it comes to cooler weather date nights, I feel like this is always my go-to. A good pair of jeans and then a nice fitted, flattering sweater. I love off the shoulder for date night. And I think the light pink is also perfect as we transition into the spring season. Just paired it with a nude pump and then this little Lady Dior bag, which I feel like is one of my go-tos for date night as well. I love how this outfit came together. I think I'm really going to be leaning into yellow this season. This is a really affordable Walmart find. Runs a little big. I'm wearing a size small, has a very flowy fit. I was able to tuck it into the pants, and I feel like the yellow and this wash are such a good pair together. They feel very springy. And then I switched out my shoe for an open toe sandal, which I usually don't love open toe with long jeans, but I actually think it balances out the look really nicely and makes it a little more light and airy. These I've had forever from Amazon. They're such a great staple and they come in so many different color options and they're very comfortable. And then I paired it with this really affordable little blue and white clutch from Target. If you live somewhere super chilly and you still need to keep those heavier layers on, another really fun way that you could start adding in some fun spring pieces is by switching up your accessories. One of my favorite accessories this time of year is incorporating a fun silk scarf, especially in a lighter color palette, think pastels. I think this is especially fun when it comes to workwear as well. So you can wear it around your neck, you can throw it into your hair, or you can tie it on your handbag. I'll round up some really fun spring accessories and handbags down in the description box below. Next up, I wanted to style these for work because I definitely think these can work in a lot of different work wardrobes. I paired them with my favorite nude comfortable pumps. And then I tucked in this really nice blue sweater, which just screams spring to me. It's this really soft material. I added this little scarf because if you have not tried adding a scarf, they instantly elevate your outfit and your overall look. Like, of course, I could have just left this as is, but adding that scarf just elevates it, and it's such a simple little trick. And then I also wanted to show you how the pants look tucked in. If you haven't tried white pants from Spanx, you are in for a treat because they don't mess around when it comes to like the thin fabrics. So you can confidently tuck in your tops. They have this like silver panel through the front to help conceal any of that extra fabric. These have faux pockets in the front so you don't have that bright white contrast coming through. And then the material itself is just very stretchy and comfortable. Before I take this scarf off, I thought I would show you how I tied it. So I just did a double knot on the front. I would recommend looking at TikTok. Honestly, there's a lot of really helpful tutorials. And so I just like loosely tied it twice right here to secure it. And I didn't want it like tight on my neck, which is another way that you can do it. And then I just rolled it up. So this is like a small square. I just made it into a little triangle like that, and then I rolled it up like that, and then tied it. When it comes to spring dresses, one thing that I really lean into is having a longer sleeve. I feel a little bit warmer with more arm coverage, and it also just feels more seasonally appropriate as well. So I wanted to reshare this adorable little Walmart dress. Retails for $28. Also comes in white as well, which I almost got, but I have so many white dresses. I went with this fun blue as well, which is perfect for the spring season. I love this color this time of year. Has pockets, and this one is 100% cotton, so it's lighter weight, but there's actually quite a bit of material here, so it still has a good amount of warmth as well. If you're looking for an affordable Easter dress, this one's perfect. Speaking of Easter dresses, if you're looking for some options for Easter or showers, I shared some other options recently, so I'll link that video down below if you want to watch it next. And then I paired this dress with a closed toe, comfortable slingback pump. These are really affordable from Amazon. If you are in between, I would suggest sizing down. They run a little bit big. My favorite ways to layer this time of year is by utilizing sweaters. You can drape them on your shoulders. I really love the lady jackets, especially if they're in a sweater material. So they're still really warm and cozy, but they feel a lot lighter than a bulky wool coat, for example, or a puffer coat. I have had this one from J. Crew for a few years, but I've actually found a look for less on Amazon that I'll link for you down below. This is a piece I reach for over and over again during this season. I find that you can really dress it up or down. I especially love it over athleisure, which I feel like is unexpected, and it's a fun way to elevate your athleisure outfits and athleisure dresses. And then of course you can never go wrong with a classic trench coat as well. That's going to be a lighter weight layer that will work especially well in spring because they are typically rainproof as well, depending on the material and brand that you go for. But switching out your heavy wool coats for a trench coat is an easy way to transition into the spring season. Let me know if you'd like me to do a spring essentials video. It's been quite a while since I've done a wardrobe essentials, so I think it'd be fun to do some of my key wardrobe basics for spring. So let me know if you want to see that down below. I have had this Amazon little lady jacket for I think over a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know. I'm so bad at time, in all honesty. Not my strong suit, but it has this gorgeous, like substantial, good quality pearl button detail. It's a thicker material, so it's going to keep you warm, but it feels so much more spring than winter to me. I'm wearing a size small. You can wear it buttoned up as a top, or you can unbutton it as a cardigan. Paired it here with my favorite white jeans. These are going on three seasons with me. I'm wearing a size 28, and then I paired it with a closed-toed little pearl adorable flat. I would say they are true to size, but when it comes to slide-on shoes like that with an open back, I personally like to size up a half size just so I don't feel like I'm going to slide out of the back as I'm walking. So I personally size up a half. This little navy athletic dress is super cute, but I would say if you have a really short torso, it may not work for you. I don't think it has the best fit on me personally because the torso is just a little too long. So you can see there's quite a bit of fabric rolled over. It's kind of hard to even tell with this darker fabric, but if I pull this dress down, that's where it's trying to sit, which is a little bit of a wider part of my hips personally that I don't like it to sit at. So I pull it up and then it just kind of has too long of a torso personally, but I think it's really cute. I love the pleated skirt, and it actually has built-in like open bottoms in the back so you can use the potty without having to completely undress. The material is also very thick and substantial. Feels like really good quality. I would say if you're in between, I would size up. I'm wearing a small, and it's just doesn't have a ton of like comfy stretch to it. It does have built-in pads as well, so you don't even have to wear a bra underneath. Hopefully now you're feeling super confident in transitioning your wardrobe from winter to spring. I hope you enjoyed today's tips and tricks and outfits. Don't forget to check out Comfelie if you're looking for comfortable but supportive bralettes. I'll have those linked for you down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.